Nation in Ephesians. I'm telling you, you're not going to find it in Ephesians. You're not going to find it in the New Testament. You're not going to find it in the Old Testament. The 66 books of the Bible, you're not going to find reincarnation. It's not there because there is no reincarnation. The Bible doesn't speak of it. As I pointed out in the video, I said earlier, Hebrews, 9:27 says it's appointed on a man once to die and then the judgment. There is no reincarnation. It's not there.
Well, I say, Kalalali, how about Shemi, or Shai, Bashem, Raka, Kodash, Double, and us to the apostles of Great Millstone. Shut up to all the brothers in the highway and byway, preaching this word in sincerity and in truth with much honesty. I'm the brother Shapar from a James Jamaica camp. Now, as you can see, Esau is at it again, man. Now he's trying to debunk. He's trying to debunk reincarnation. You know, because if this is in fact true, you know, his ass is on fire, man. You know, so I'm gonna like it not to be so, you know. But unfortunately for you, it's in the scriptures. You have many scriptures that pointing towards reincarnation, man. You know. Now, anytime you run into Christians, one of the main argument or the rebuttal for Christians for the reincarnation breakdown is the book of Hebrews 9. You know, particularly Hebrews 9 and 27. You know, breaking down scripture, butchering the scriptures, do not understand the scriptures any at all, because guess what? It's not for you, man. You know, the understanding of the scriptures is for the elect. And that's the reason why if we should leave you alone with the scripture, you'll use the scripture and contradict the whole entire Bible, man. You know, because you don't know what it means. You don't know, understand the essence of what it is saying here. You know, let me read the precept here. Hebrews 27 and 9. Hebrews 9 and 27. Slakia. It says, and as it is appointed unto men once to die, but after this the judgment. You know what I mean? So they are implying that only one time you're ever allowed to die. I'm speaking from a absolute position on the scriptures. This is not absolute, man. You know? So that's what we're talking about. You know, it's basically talking about the order in which the process of death happened. You know? And guess what the judgment is, man? The judgment is you living again. As a matter of fact, I get this scripture here from the Apocrypha. Second Esdras. Because where is it? Where is the judgment, man? The judgment is here on the earth, man. It's here on the earth. So, once, matter of fact, the life that you're living is also a judgment. You know, that's the flavor of a crack ahead. You know, 14. Just give me a second here. Find a precept here. I have it wrong. 35. Yep. It says, for after death shall the judgment come. Let's read about what is the judgment. When we shall live again. You know. So the judgment itself is your life on the earth, man. You know. But you see, a lot of Christians don't know what judgment is, man. Because they believe that it's a book. The angels will come down with a read out people's name, sending some to hell and sending them some to heaven. That's the vision of what judgment is for the typical Christian, you know. But it's scripture say, oh, when we shall live again, you see me, that's where the judgment is. You know what I mean? A matter of fact, I'm saying I can find a precept here. I think Something wrong here. Some of them tools come like a joke business, man. So get a precept here. Ecclesiastes 3 and 16, it says, and moreover I saw under the sun the place of judgment, that wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there. So under the sun, last time I go out, another day I see the sun. So guess what? Under the sun is the place of judgment, man. That's why you see all these calamities happening upon the earth. People being judged. You know, it is the judgment. You know, there is a final judgment. We know of that, the end judgment. But currently, you're in a judgment, man. You know what I mean? Some people not gonna live to see that final judgment. You have people dying today, and people dying gonna die tomorrow. You know, so everybody's not gonna die in the final judgment, man. Some already died before. You know, so the thing is, you know, the judgment that it's speaking about is actually you living again. You know what I mean? But hey, yeah, what I really want to bring out, because I speak about contradictions dealing with the book Hebrews 9. You know what I mean? Because the argument is, look, it's absolute that you're gonna die once. You know, you're not gonna get the opportunity to die again. You know what I mean? As if the scripture is basically referring to that. But if that be the case, let's say that is the case, then, yeah? Let's say that is the case. What happened to all the people that resurrected? Yeah? All the people since the Old Testament throughout the New Testament that resurrected. What happened to them? You know? Let me get I have a page here. I basically give it a list of all the resurrection that took place, you know, in the scriptures. This one, I think this one is taken from First Kings. You know, Elijah, the Shulamite woman's son, you know, the Israelite man, seeing the widow of Nain's son, you know, hold on, go down the line here, seeing Jairus' daughter, or something like that, I don't pronounce it properly. Lazarus, the Lord Yahushua himself, the saints in Jerusalem, you know, Sadakos, you know, Eutychus, go down here. Yeah, and that's the apostles basically resurrecting people, you know. This is here, this is Paul, Eutychus resurrect Peter resurrect Darkos, you know. So what happened to all these people that was resurrected, man? Even Paul himself died, man. Let me get a precept here. Paul himself died. So that wouldn't that contradict people dying once, if it was that the scripture talking about? Absolutely. Would that be contradictory? Let me get this here. Paul himself died, man. See if I can find a precept in the right place. Yeah, this is 2 Corinthians 11 and 11 and 23. It say, are they ministers of Yahushai? I speak as a fool. I am more in labors more abundant, in stripes above measure, in prisons more than frequent, in debts. Listen, in debts oft. So Paul is letting you know that he died more than once, man. You know, in debts, plural. You know, more than once, man. You know, of the Jews, 5 times receive of the Jews 5 times receive 40 stripes, save in one. How him get too much in beaten? Seeing twice, 5 times him say. Seeing say twice was I beaten with rod, once was I stoned. What do you think? When a man gets stoned back in the Hebrew times, him just get up and just walk, you know? You get stoned to death, man. Man drop big rock all about in your face and all about, and you just get up and walk away, brush off yourself and walk away. No, that I not say go. You know? You know walk from the scene, brother. Yeah, so Paul was stoned to death, man. He was stoned. You know what I mean? Look up, yeah. You say, twice I suffered shipwreck at night, and a day I have been in the deep. You know, so this man got through a whole heap of perils, man. Whole heap of perils. Even death. Death often. And he was also stoned. You know, which eventually would lead into death. So Paul must have been resurrected, man. You know what I mean? A matter of fact, him speak of out-of-body experience, man. I don't know if I can find a precept here. Where is this again? But anyway, can't find it anyway. If anybody can post it on the comment board, you know. Paul speak about he met a man once, you know, whether in the body, him can't tell, and whether outside of the body. So when Paul ever become this paraphrasing by the way, whenever him ever come out of body, forget that experience, because he was telling you say it's one way or the other. That means him telling about a death experience. You know what I mean? So I'm not sure if it was him when he was alive or when him dead. You know what I mean? So Paul died more than once. No, all that scripture I go fit into that now. It's appointed unto man to die once. if it are to be interpreted like how Christians interpret it, like all this cracker at the beginning of the video interpret it. You know what I mean? You know. So that's it. You know, brothers know the whole reincarnation breakdown already. You know, just for us adding a little point there. So what that was a Kalalali Awabash, Shemi Awashai Bash, Shemeraka Kodash, the brothers to the apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to all the brothers about they keep pushing the truth in sincerity. Shalom.